The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints' 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Carr. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's...
Rules for the receivers, Mike, they call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 5. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Carr. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Carr working out of the gun. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. What now? He'll give this to Kamara, running right. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Slot receiver, headed right. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action. They choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Here's Carr. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. It's a give now to Kamara. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal. Carr. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away. Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second down and 8. Now Walker. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting the possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, Kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He'll get about 2. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Carr. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes.
Short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and So far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a... Back there, he'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Howell. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's Howell. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Next to score is Seahawks 7, Saints 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Carr now. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Howell. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. Now it's Howe. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, Saints 13. Michael Bishop to kick off for Seattle.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr. This is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll motion over Metcalf. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Howell out of the pistol. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the third quarter. And if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
They'll motion over Metcalf. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up 4th down. And that one runs out of steam. Off the crossbar. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Not exactly sure what the issue was there, Mike. I mean, from this distance, you don't expect the ball to be short. I mean, at least get it there. But in this case, he hits the crossbar, and the ball bounces back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action now. It's Cobb. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Carr. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Slot man in motion right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Third and long. Throwing is Carr. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's to the left side. Taken in by Coleman.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. This one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll throw with Howell. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7th. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Whoop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, Carr. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. He's got his man, and that's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Kamara. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Carr. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Carr to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. To the goal line and in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. They'll send him over to the left. Back to throw. Howell going for it all. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
To throw is Howell. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. Throwing is Howell. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. He's got room past the 35. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one is caught by Moreau. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll go play action with Carr. Throw right side to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to...
And he's got another one. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. after the touchdown. Carr and the Saints going for two.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Walker. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try and run it with Walker. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Carr. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come up here first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. The tight end Fant in motion. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They run with Walker. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.